TMCnet at NextCom 2008.
Good morning once again. I'm Erik Linask, coming to you live from NextCom 2008 in Las Vegas. I'm joined now by Alan Lefkof, General Manager of the Broadband Solutions Group for Motorola. Alan, your group at Motorola works a lot with the consumer and the DSL space and the home networking space. Can you tell me a little bit about what consumers are looking for in terms of home networking today?
Sure, be happy to. You know, the biggest problem out there, consumers know exactly what they want to do, and they're extremely frustrated. So, you know, you go into the average household, there's probably one or two desktop PCs, there's probably several laptops, there's now some PDAs and smartphones and everything else, and of course they'd like it all to work together, to share the same broadband connection, to share the same printer, and be able to exchange files and exchange other things going on in the home. And clearly, there's technology from a hardware perspective that's been available, but it's been very frustrating.
What's caused the frustration?
Well, the number one products sold at retail are Ethernet Wi-Fi routers or Ethernet Wi-Fi gateways. And a lot of people have gotten their broadband connection from their telco or their cable provider. They bring home this Wi-Fi gateway. They have a heck of a time plugging it in. They can't figure out the security, and then they're terribly disappointed that they can't get Wi-Fi coverage in the one or two rooms they really want Wi-Fi coverage, whether it be the family room or the den or whatever. And so the number one product return category at retail are these Ethernet Wi-Fi routers. So what we've done to try to solve this problem is work on three things. One, make it easier to self-install and figure out the security. Number two, go for entire home coverage. So we have something in the Wi-Fi called 3D Reach, where even if you have a 5,000 or 6,000 square foot home, we can cover your entire home with the Wi-Fi. And number three, have the gateway itself be remotely manageable, so that if you ever do run into a problem or situation, you can call your telco or call your cable provider, and they can actually access your gateway over the internet and change it or reconfigure it for you without you having to do it. So those three things combined are really, really key. Self-install, entire home coverage with 3D Reach, and remote manageability. And so the product we announced today has all three of those capabilities built in, and it's a very high-speed Ethernet Wi-Fi gateway that can sit behind your existing cable modem, sit behind your existing ADSL modem, and it's the exact same technology that we've been using in our ADSL integrated Wi-Fi gateways and our VDSL integrated Wi-Fi gateways. So now we're broadening it out for any consumer to be able to get it either from his carrier or get it directly.
And how does security fit into this situation then? That's certainly something that's gotten a lot more attention.
Well, security's a mess in the home. You know, when my kids come home with their friends, they want to be able to log directly onto my Wi-Fi gateway. And I have web encryption keys, and I have WPA and WPS, I have all this stuff, and my daughter gets very angry for why her friends can't log in. And so sometimes in people's homes, they'll say, forget about all that and leave it wide open. But that's a very dangerous and risky thing to do, to leave your Wi-Fi gateway wide open, especially if you're doing any business work or corporate work in the home as well. So what we've done is try to make the Wi-Fi security model truly understandable to the consumer and more of a push-button type of technique, and that's what we've done in this new product. So really take it so that you don't have to read a manual, so you don't have to call someone, and the telco can actually pre-configure it depending on what the consumer orders, even before it's installed.
Is that really the key today, ease of use?
Well, I would say I like to put it under the umbrella of zero touch. The consumer shouldn't have to really touch it, the telco shouldn't have to really touch it, and it should just, plug it in, and then it should call home. And we have our NBBS software It stands for the former Netopia Broadband Server. And what it does is it gives the telco a way to have a direct connect over the internet with the gateway to load in the software, to change the software, to diagnose a problem, to troubleshoot, or change what's in the gateway. And it's really brings that dream of zero touch into the home.
And how are consumers going to be able to get their hands on your new gateways?
So the new gateways are available with online distribution, places like CDW. They're also available directly from the carriers if the carrier is stocking it. And if they have any problems, they should just go to our website and call us up, and we'll point them in the right direction. The other big announcement today is bringing out, in addition to all those gateway functionalities we talked about, is adding carrier-grade voice over IP to the ADSL and VDSL Wi-Fi gateways. There's been a lot of voice over IP activity for the last 3 to 5 years. Consumers have put up with a lot when it comes to their voice over IP, both in terms of complexity of setting it up, and the quality has not been the same as what you expect when you get your 5 nines POTS line from your telco. And what we've done is implemented carrier grade 5 nines voice over IP capability, and what we fully expect is many telcos around the world at some point over the next 3 years will stop deploying POTS entirely and go to what we call first line voice, where the primary voice distribution is a voice over IP, but has all the features, all the quality, all the carrier grade capability that they've been used to for years. And so we took a little longer before we brought out the voice over IP capability embedded in these gateways, but we did it on purpose to get the carrier grade features there before we went to the broader market.
Great. Thank you, Alan. Again, this has been Alan Lefkof from Motorola, joining me here at NextCom 2008 in Las Vegas. For more information on Motorola's new gateways and other home networking solutions, be sure to visit them here at the show. Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.